explain this to you, that our leaders, they have been already captured by these evil spirits, that they don't see what is coming, that when there will be war in Kenya here, it will be worse than Uganda, because so many of your properties will be destroyed. Would you like that Makueni, that you have now spent all your life, Makueni, you have spent all your life and your strength and Mama Sarah's strength to put it up, that somebody would just come and demolish it, throw a bomb at it, and then it is destroyed? That is what happened to me in Kisumu. They sent a tinga-tinga and it destroyed everything of mine. So I would not like that such a thing would happen to other people, because I know the pain of the pain, how painful it is. Because I'm still having that pain until now. I wanted to die with my properties. I went to jump on top of the tinga-tinga so that I could also die together with everything that I had. But people got hold of me and I was prevented. Now my leaders are laughing. I could see them laugh when Gachagua is being frustrated. But they don't know what is coming. If they would only know that this evil spirit, it is too powerful and it has overpowered even the leaders. It has overpowered even our government officials. That is why I was telling my president, please tell him that let him pay the policemen, the special branch, a good salary. Let him pay the teachers a good salary. Let him pay the doctors and the nurses a good salary, so that he can have only the issue about seeing how to help poor people like me. Because if he has tackled those three major things, those are the major things here in Kenya that are actually bring a lot of confusion. Some people are using those lineage to frustrate his plans. Whatever that he has planned, the next thing they are saying that, oh, the doctors have now going on the street, or the next thing, oh, the nurses are going on the street. Just because somebody is making use of that timing to frustrate his time of bringing development in Kenya. He's a good developer. My president is a good developer. That's why I stood by them. I stood by Uhuru Kenyatta from Hague. And I stood by Wiliam Ruto from his leadership. Because I knew that the plans they have for Kenya were wonderful. That's why I wanted them to work together with my son, because my son is also somebody who is a good-hearted person. He would like to see that his followers are living a better life. So please, I'm requesting you, Pastor, see how to organize all the Christians and Muslims. Join hands, mukemee huyu shetani itoke hapa Kenya. Hata huyo mama akona hizo mashetani, huyo anazibeba zikileta hapa. Kwani huko kule zinatoka huko Dubai na Pemba na Nigeria. Haziwezi kurudi huko makwao ili tubakie in peace in Kenya. That can be done. I know that if you pastors and all the preachers join hands to see that they come all this evil. My pastor, I'm not feeling so well. Baba Ezekiel, I have a swollen under my armpit that is frustrating me so much. It takes away my breath. I know that is spiritual issues that is fighting me, because I know so much the truth about what is happening in Kenya. My son, do my president a favor and tell him that when there was a problem here in Kenya, when there were during the election, that people were fighting, people were being killed in Naikuru and Naivasha,
spiritually, God put me on the line, and I saw the 2 lorries, and I talked to the 2 lorries that arrived in Kenya. It came up to my doorstep in a opposite a Wori house, asking for a road going to Kondele, to Nyalenda, to Manyata. And I showed them. I showed them how to go to Nyalenda and to Kondele and to Ninino, to the lake. I showed them. There were 2 lorries. All policemen were eating in my restaurant because there was no other place which was opened. But because policemen were very close with me, they asked me, Mama, usifunge, we don't have any other place. So I left my place open for them. And all the ninjas in town were now coming to eat in my place. All the leftovers that were eaten there, they were using. And I was very lucky that things were being stolen from the supermarkets. We could buy them from the kiosks. That is how we managed to get unga and oil from the stolen supermarkets. So we used those supermarket things, feeding others. We buy them from the kiosk there, then you can now, you buy 1 packet of unga, 200. And I looked after our policemen. They know it. Now, those are the people that I'm trying to tell you that if you would pay them well, they would have revealed about these 2 lorries, how the 2 lorries left Kisumu to go to Eldoret, to go and start shooting people in the church that he was accused of. He was being accused of burning the church with people inside. But it wasn't him. These people came from Uganda. They shot a gas cylinder, and that gas cylinder blew up. And that is what caused the fire in the church. Because these people left Kisumu walking, that his CID and his policemen would have actually known and would have reported to him, that would have washed his name from being accused that he killed people in the church. He did not. Me, I know very well he did not. Because these policemen, they came back and they were telling me all the stories, and I could hear it. Now, these policemen are the one who even rescued the people who were being chopped their heads with the power saw in Naikuru and in Naivasha. They called Eldoret, and 2 lorries left Eldoret with the youngsters, with the Atere lungo. Those Masai weapons, it's called what? I have just forgotten. I'm sorry. I forgot with that name. Yeah. So they went to Naikuru and they were having those special Atere. And if they throw it on the air, it looks for the blood of people. It is having magnet. It cannot fall down. It must fall onto somebody. That is how Mungiki were withdrawn from Naikuru, and that is how Mungiki were withdrawn from Naivasha. That now people were all ferried to Nyanza. That Atere in English is called the arrow. So those arrows were having poison, and it was having magnet. And that is how Mungiki ran out of Naikuru and went to Naivasha, and then they were chased away again from Naivasha with the same way. Then people were all ferried back to Kisumu. Now in Kisumu, I am the one who helped the people who were kept in the church, St. Joseph Church, with Father Moses and Father John, were looking after those the people who went, and all the Christians that went to the church and were staying in the church now. So Father said that they didn't have food. So I went ahead and bought this